Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to show you how to make carrot apple muffins. My family absolutely loves these muffins, especially my husband. It is one of his favorites. It is a little bit more tedious to make than a simple banana muffin where you just mash up the bananas because you have to actually grate the apples and the carrots, but I find that it is worth the effort, and so I'm going to show you how to do that today. But before we jump in, I want to share with you just a little bit of a devotional. Recently, I was reading through Titus chapter 2 and came to verse 4 where it said that older women should train the younger women to love their husbands and their children and to be pure, self-controlled, to be managers of their own homes and all of that. And it really stood out to me that we are instructed to love our husbands and our children. And I looked up those Greek words in that verse that are translated as love, and those Greek words actually are unique. They aren't found elsewhere in the New Testament. And those words don't just convey a sense of like commitment or sacrificial love that we often see throughout the Bible, where we are instructed to love our husbands in the idea that we respect them and submit to their authority or teach our children to obey us. But these words in particular in this verse carry with it a sense of affection and fondness, an idea of warmth towards your husband and children. And so it's almost as if here we're instructed to not just love our family. It's not just that we love them in the sense of commitment, but also that we like them and we show them that fondness and that love in our actions and the way that we communicate to them and serve them. And so one of the ways that we get to love our families, our husbands and our children in an affectionate way is by being good managers of our home, creating the kind of space that our husbands can't wait to come home to, and creating the kind of nurturing and caring environments that our kids get to grow up in. And just one of the ways that we can create that kind of environment is by cooking good food. They say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And I have found that my husband absolutely loves coming home to fresh bread, fresh muffins, and also my littlest baby right now is not eating solid foods yet, but my toddler loves eating any kind of bread and muffins. So I am going to show you how to make some delicious carrot apple muffins. So let's jump into that recipe.
The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you can start to gather your ingredients. You're going to need apples, carrots, all-purpose flour, white sugar, salt, baking powder, vanilla extract, vegetable oil, 3 eggs, and also cinnamon. Start by adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour to a small bowl. Then add 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and mix all of that together. Now set that aside and grab a larger bowl, and we're going to start prepping the shredded carrots and apple. Now here you'll see I used baby carrots, and as you see me grate this, you'll see that baby carrots are very difficult to use as you're shredding them. I simply forgot to buy the larger size carrots at the store. Now if you have a food processor, that is going to save you so much time. And for the carrots, I prefer the smaller size on the grate. You'll see I started with the larger size, but then switched over to the smaller size. And I feel like that makes a better texture for the carrots. Now you can wash and peel your apple and then start to shred it on the grate. Now for the apple, I do prefer the larger size on the grate. The smaller size on the grate I have found seems to make kind of a mushier apple, almost like an apple puree. And I like the larger size grate for this. Now you're going to add the wet ingredients, which is starting with a cup of vegetable oil, A cup of sugar, yes, plain white sugar is considered a wet ingredient. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I use imitation, you can use whatever you'd like. 3 eggs. And mix all of that together. Now add your dry ingredients and gently mix that together. And that is your muffin batter.
For a long time, I used these metal baking pans for muffins, but recently I bought some silicone muffin baking pans and I absolutely love them. So that is what I'm going to be using today. But if you use some kind of metal muffin baking dish, you will definitely either want to grease those really well with some butter, or you'll want to use the paper liners for that. But today I'm not going to be using the paper liners because I'll be using the silicone baking sheets.
Now we are going to gently scoop this over into our muffin pan and try not to make a giant mess. I use a couple of spoons to do this. You could easily use a measuring cup as a scoop, whatever works best for you. All right, that is ready to go in the oven. Now I am using the silicone baking sheet, which does have a wire frame underneath. If your silicone baking sheet does not have a wire frame in it with the handles on the side, you will absolutely want to put it on a baking sheet before you put the muffin batter in it. All right, that is ready to go into your preheated oven, and we will set a timer for 25 minutes. And when those come out of the oven, they are delicious. They've got that beautiful muffin top and they pop right out of the silicone baking sheets. I cannot wait to eat that.
Well, I hope your family loves this recipe as much as our family does, and I hope that this is just one new skill that you can add to your toolkit in serving your family well and loving them with an affectionate warmth and fondness. And this is great whether you are currently married and have kids, or if you're younger and still single and hope to one day have a family. This is such a great skill to develop right now, which is cooking and baking and taking care of your house. So I hope that this was an encouragement today and helps you to love and serve your family better. I'll see you right back here for the next episode. God bless you.